Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to take accurate body measurements. Taking accurate body measurements is the hallmark of a perfect fit. That's the foundation of a perfect fit. So if you want to get a perfectly fitted outfit, be it tops, trousers, skirts, you must measure accurately. So if you do not know how to measure accurately, follow suit so you learn. And also, if you are measuring accurately before, you can also follow suit so you learn something new. So without talking too much, let's start. We'll be starting with the bodies. To measure for your bodies, these are the measurements you'll be needing. For the basic bodies measurement, let's just start. We'll be starting by measuring the shoulder. This is my model for this tutorial. Considering the fact that this model is not a human, I'll be using myself to show you the shoulder parts, how to measure the shoulder. You measure from one shoulder bone to the other. Can you see the part where the arm is joined to the body? That's the part you measure. There is a bone to indicate that. Can you see? So this is how you get it on your client, this particular bone, okay? The joint that links the shoulder to the body. So you touch it here and also touch it here and measure across this way. Okay, permit me to just use myself as a model for the shoulders from here to here. Can you see? So this is how to measure. Even for your clients, you take these measurements. Now we have taken the shoulder measurements. We now know how to measure the shoulders accurately, right? We are moving on to the next measurement. The next measurement we'll be needing is your shoulder to nipple, okay? Shoulder to bust measurements. You place your tape this way from somewhere around here, follow down the ear, just behind, a little behind the back of the ear. That's where you place your tape and measure down, okay? So it's something like this, and you measure down, okay? For this mannequin, the shoulder to nipple point is 10 inches, right? Her name is Sharon. So for Sharon, a shoulder to bust or shoulder to nipple is 10. The next measurement is shoulder to under bust measurement. Please take note, this shoulder to under bust measurement is only needed for outfits that have a curvy fit like bustiers and corsets, right? So if you are making just a dress like this, you won't need that measurement, shoulder to under bust measurement, right? Like what I'm wearing, I mean, you won't need it. If you are making a dress that doesn't need contouring at the under bust area, you will not need the measurements, okay? But if not, you take the measurement. If you need it, you take it. Just like this, okay? From this point from the shoulder point to the under bust area, right? Exactly the under bust. That is 13.5 for Sharon. The next measurement is the shoulder to waistline measurement. The shoulder to waistline measurement is taken this way. Check. Also, if you are making an outfit without contouring, you do not need a contouring in the outfit. You just take it straight and get to that part that deepens inward, okay? If it's a plus size model, you ask the person to tilt towards this part and you get the measurements, okay? But for someone like me that is not big, you easily see it. Look at the parts, the smallest part of the body, right? So that's the part to measure your shoulder to waistline, or in other words, the front half length, right? Also note that if you are making a contoured outfit like bustiers and corsets, you need to take your tape inwards like this, okay? First, before you continue to measure the shoulder to waistline measurement, that is the front half length measurement. As you can see, if we are measuring without considering the contouring, this measurement gives us 16 inches. But by the time we consider the contouring, it gives us 17 inches. Can you see? So that's how to measure for shoulder to waistline or front half length. Okay, the next measurement will be shoulder to hip measurement. Shoulder to hip. In the same vein, if you are not making a contoured outfit, you just come straight to the widest part of the hip, right? But if you are making a contoured outfit, at this bust point, you still go inwards this way before you continue till you get to the widest part of the hips. Okay, I hope that is gotten. So shoulder to hip on a normal outfit without contouring, we have shoulder to hip 28 for Sharon, but on a fitted contoured outfit, shoulder to hip is 29. Can you see? So that is it. The next measurement is the full length measurement. Just take a look at what I'm about to do. For the full length, you need to measure down. For still the same thing, for a contoured outfit, go in. For a non-contoured outfit, don't bother going in, right? Let's assume it's a contoured outfit. Just dipping it inward and just go straight. We are passing through the middle of the legs, right? Straight down, okay? Making sure your tape is very straight. Before you take this measurement, note that you need to know the preference of your client. If your client wants the outfit flowing, okay, the client should indicate where they want the outfit. If they want it flowing, ensure that you ask them to be on their favorite heels before this measurement is taken. Or if accidentally they are not on their favorite heels and you just have to measure at that particular time, you ask them to tiptoe. Okay, they should tiptoe so that they will be taller while you measure. Okay, you measure down to the end. Okay, but make sure what we are taking for this full length measurement is that you are going under the bust and then continuing at the middle. Okay, you are not measuring from the side but from the middle down in between the legs, right, to the end. Okay, now we want to take the measurements that goes round the body. We are taking the ones that comes down, right? Okay, now there was a point I omitted. Before you take any measurement, especially the measurement that has to do with the body parts, not a skirt measurement or a trouser measurement, right? A measurement that comes from this body. Your client must wear a fitted bra. A fitted bra, like a bra that makes them look good, okay? Not that kind of house bra, or some clients even come without putting on bra. In that case, you will not get it correctly. So if your client is not on a nice bra, tell them to wear a fitted bra so that you can measure well. So that where the nipple point will be should just be exactly. Where the underbust should just be exactly. If a fitted bra is not worn, note that your measurements will be totally wrong. Okay, so now we are going to the round measurements. Okay, so we have taken down. Now there's a point we omitted for the back half length. We have taken the front half length. For a contoured outfit, you need to measure the back half length separately. Okay, take note of this. The front half length of Sharon is 17 inches for a contoured outfit, right? The one that we are going under the bust before we continue is 17 inches. Now for the back half length of Sharon, because there is no bust at the back, okay? There is no bust at the back of Sharon, so we will measure the half length. If you take note, I did not tie a cord around Sharon. Watching and following measurement tutorials, mostly you see you need to tie a cord around the model. For me, I usually do that too, but it's not in all cases you might do that. There are some models that wouldn't really like to do that, or you wouldn't want to do it on some models. There are times you need to take a model's measurement and you are not with a cord. Okay, in that case, this is what you do. Just follow this measurement and just follow my pattern in that case, because before I started, I did not tie a cord around her and still were able to detect where the waistline is from the front, right? Now it's time to detect where the waistline is from the back without tying a cord. Okay, so in this case, for the back, what you do, you start measuring from the bone, this bone at the back, right? Sharon doesn't have it since she's not a human, so let's assume this is her bone now, okay, where my zipper is. So you place your tape here and come down. What you do, if it's a real human, that part of the back that deepens in, okay, the part of the back that goes inwards mostly, that's where you are stopping your measurements. Okay, so I am coming down, so this part deepens in. more than others. From this part, I start coming up again. If you can watch well, can you see? This is the deepest part. Let's place the tape appropriately. This is the deepest part. From here, I'll start coming out again. So the human body is like this and start coming out again, right? So the deepest part is where you are leaving your tape. For Sharon, it is 14 inches. So the front is 17 while the back is 14. So there's a difference of 3 inches. You'll be working with that 3 inches different while you are drafting a basic bodice that you'll be altering to a bustier or a corset or to any fitted outfit. Okay, so that is how to measure the front and back half length without tying a cord, right? Okay, so the next measurement we want to take is we have taken our shoulder width. The next measurement is our bust circumference. For your bust circumference measurement, this is how you measure. And also note that you are not supposed to stand in front of your model, but just be by the side of the model while you are measuring. Okay, so for the bust, this is how to measure it. You place your tape around the fullest part of the client's body, just like this. Can you see? Can you see that it's just one finger that is inside? Do not go there and place all your fingers inside. You are increasing the bust circumference measurements. So you take off your fingers. We don't need your fingers there. Just one is enough to allow for ease. So that because of that one there, you can now move the tape around the bust of the client. Can you see? Okay. It's 35 inches. Bust circumference 35. Now for the waistline circumference, you just place your tape this way, like this. Can you see? Waistline circumference is 26. Can you see the little ease because of my one finger inside? Okay, this is it. This is how to measure. Then for the hip circumference, you follow the same method, but you are measuring around the fullest part of the hip, right? Measure around the fullest part of the hip. Sharon hip is 40. Can you see? When you measure that way, you should be able to move it slightly. Okay? Do not allow your client to say, no, it's too tight, shift it. You know what you are doing, except you don't know what you are doing. Follow this my method and use it exactly like this. If the client complains, tell the client, I know what I'm doing. When I'm sewing, it won't be like that. If you want ease, tell me. I'll add the ease. But we don't add ease to measurements. Take note. We do not add ease to measurements. Okay? Be confident when you are dealing with your clients. So this is it. How to measure for bust circumference, waist circumference, and hip circumference. Another circumferential measurement that we're about to omit is the underbust circumference. You also need to measure the underbust circumference. To measure that, you just follow the same method. Okay, the underbust circumference doesn't need to be loose at all. Okay, but what you must do is to tell your client to breathe in and breathe out, and then ask, are you comfortable? If yes, you take the measurement on that point. If the client says no, I can't breathe well, you release it a little and check. Okay, so that is how to measure. Okay, that's for our body, the body measurements, basic. Now we are moving on to skirt measurements. For the skirt measurements, here are the measurements you'll be needing. So the measurements you are needing, we have taken our hip circumference measurement. Now is our waist circumference. So make a basic skirt. The waist has to be on the navel, on the belly button. Except the client indicates that I need an high waist skirt. Make it higher, then you measure the waistline circumference, of which we have also learned how to measure. Now for the waist circumference measurement for a skirt, you also go in the same way, but this time around on the navel area and measure. For Sharon, it is 30 inches. Now you want to take the waist to hip measurements. We are measuring from the navel, right, to the widest part of the hip. For Sharon, it is 8 inches. The next measurement is to measure the full length of the skirt. To measure the full length of the skirt, you place your tape this way on the side, okay, on the side, and then you measure, passing through the hip area. You measure down. You ask your client, where do you want it? It might be knee length, it might be midi, it can still be a long skirt. So you just measure the length the same way we learned how to measure the length of a full gown, right? Okay, so that is it for skirts. Then for trousers, follow us on Instagram at Classy by Mavi, on Facebook at Classy by Mavi, on TikTok at Classy by Mavi Sewing Tutorials. Also, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on the video on how to measure for a basic trouser.